Okay friends, welcome to our podcast. Today we have a guest. Welcome Alfat.
Halo.
Okay Alfat, regarding to the topic of the Nyiror Kidul. Nyiror Kidul is a deity from Southern Sea. Ya. Dalam beberapa sumber, dia adalah seorang dewi yang menjaga Laut Selatan. Tapi dalam cerita lain, dia adalah hantu yang neror Laut Selatan. Apa benar?
Iya. Because on Nyiror Kidul originate, she comes from three stories. The most known or the most commonly known story is that she is a princess from Pakuan Pajajaran. Nama dia adalah Putri Kandita, anak dari Prabu Siliwangi. She was a very kind, beautiful, and smart princess, to the point that the king wants to make her the next ruler. And so, Prabu Siliwangi proposed the idea to make her the next ruler to his concubines and other children. The concubines and the children against the idea of making her the next ruler, and so they put a hex on her because they fear that the king would still proceed with his idea.
What's curse?
The curse is they put leprosy on her. The curse is they put leprosy on her and the king's consort, Princess Kandita, and the consort. The first thing that they see in the morning is their beautiful bodies become irritated and have a bunch of irritation and make it smell horrible. The king isolate both her and the king's consort so that the sickness can infect other people. The king ordered the royal physician to cure her and the king's consort. While battling the sickness, the king's consort lost her life, and the concubines and the children was overjoyed on the news that the king's consort dead.
Surprise, bro. Thanks.
Let me continue. The concubines and the children, knowing that, so they proposed an idea. They want to exile the princess so that she can no longer put a threat on the throne. And so they planned together and met with the king to propose an idea to exile her so that the sickness can infect other people in the kingdom.
Then what did she do? Did she get exiled by Prabu Siliwangi?
Before she got exiled by the king, she ran away first. In her escape, she doesn't bear any hatred or grudges against the king because she knows he didn't do anything related to first. She kept running away. She kept running and running with each day passing until she heard a voice that orders her to go to the southern sea. When she came to the southern sea, the voices tells her to plunge herself to the waters. She obeyed the orders, and at first she didn't believe the voice to throw herself to the water. And so at first she just dipped her hand into the water. After she dipped her hand to the water, all of the sickness in her hand is gone. It became youthful again, and so she did throw herself to the water.
And then apa yang terjadi?
Semua penyakitnya sembuh. Tubuhnya menjadi kencang kembali dan dia merasa lebih muda. The ocean welcomed her, and the ocean wants to make her the ruler of the sea. That is all for that is the known that is the known background story of Nyi Roro Kidul. Mengenai eksistensi Nyi Roro Kidul itu sendiri, meskipun banyak bukti seperti contohnya the Grand Ina Hotel in room 308. The room is filled to the brim with the color green, and there's also a painting of her in one of the walls. In that room is decorated with so many green antique and jewelry. Many believe that some of the jewelry come and goes without knowing where it came or where it goes. There's also few evidence that there is also an evidence about the founding fathers of Indonesia, that is President Sukarno.
Yeah.
There's some rumor that believe he have a phantom marriage with Nyi Roro Kidul, because in many articles she always mentioned her and the Southern Sea, like no one can get a hold of the sea unless they have a marriage with its ruler. But still, it doesn't even make sense how a human and a ghost to have a marriage. Until now, the existence of her isn't really. What is the. Until now, her existence is still to be predetermined. We still don't know whether it's real or not, but we just have to respect it. Because then again, tradition happens because a reason. That is all I can say about Nyi Roro Kidul, because I am still a person that is learning. That's all for me. But then again, her existence is to be determined whether she is real or not. In conclusion, whether they make a ritual to please her and give them a wealth such as money and other worldly stuff, it's not our business to talk about it, because then again, we are only human that have no knowledge of the other side. Mau bagaimanapun, adat ada karena alasan. Orang zaman dulu tahu akan sifat kita yang tidak percaya khas, tidak mengikuti peraturan. Jadi mereka membuat adat dan sosok seram agar kita mengikutinya. Because in the Southern Sea, the tide is so strong that strong enough to pull an adult man to the sea, and the color green just make you invincible under the water, so they prohibited the color green in the Southern Sea. That is all I can say about this. If I'm wrong or anything, please correct me.
Okay, Alfred, thank you for telling the story about Nyi Roro Kidul. That's all from us. See you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao.